Energy in Depth is a gas industry-funded public relations operation. They operate by debunking legitimate science, which tends to show that the gas industry is dangerous and toxic. They malign their opposition, and they cover up information, and they try to shift the blame whenever disasters happen. That is to say, they issue propaganda. Now, one of the gas industry's major weaknesses is water. They use lots of it. They poison it. They entomb it deep underground. They remove massive amounts of water from the hydrological cycle forever. So when asked about water, you can imagine they have to come up with some real creative fiction in order to distract away from this critical issue. Let's listen to Tom Shepstone of Energy in Depth, as he was recently asked about water.
But it's not just Dimmick. There are many places around Pennsylvania, and West Virginia, and Ohio, and Texas, and Oklahoma, and Louisiana, and Arkansas, where there has been groundwater contamination, and there will continue to be.
I would like to add to this comment. First of all, I think the water quality is going to improve as a result of this, and I'll tell you why. That's all you want. But the fact is, we don't have good well control water well controls in this Commonwealth. We do not have any well drilling regulations in this Commonwealth to determine how you drill a well safely and how you do it correctly. And that is a huge problem. It distinguishes Pennsylvania, unfortunately, from many other states. And one of the things that happened as a result of this is the fact that we are seeing broad-based baseline water testing. That baseline water testing is occurring as far away as 4,500 feet in some cases from any well being drilled. That baseline water testing, which did not happen in Dimmick, by the way, one of the big problems there, but that baseline water testing is revealing all kinds of existing problems before there is any drilling in the location. We are finding, in numerous cases, very high methane levels in existing wells. We're finding very high levels of other contaminants. And there is a protocol that each company has as to how to deal with that. And it begins with notifying the landowner, the homeowner, of what they found. And if it's of a serious level, it gets another level of attention by perhaps a follow-up letter. And if it's really serious, if it's threatening, they get a personal visit and many times an offer, even though the gas company hasn't even done anything yet, an offer to help remedy the problem. So we're seeing that all over the areas that our company is working. We're seeing that constantly. And I can tell you, I've talked to geologists from northeastern Pennsylvania who said what I just said, that water quality is probably going to improve as a result of the things we're doing. And we're probably going to get well water regulations, water well drilling regulations in this Commonwealth that are desperately needed because of what's happening with gas drilling.
Thank you, John. This is directed to Tom Shepstone. About a week ago, I was listening to public radio, and Hillary Clinton was on talking about the decline of our potable water. And as she talked, she went on to talk about the possibility of not in the distant future of water wars, maybe throughout the world, different areas. In light of the fact that your industry that you promote has contaminated billions of gallons of water with chemicals that we can no longer ever use. We are hauling them off to Ohio and shooting them down a well where they're causing earthquakes now. How do you justify that in your mind and in the industry that you represent mind?
Well, first of all, two things. One is the amount of water, and I know people throw around a lot of big numbers, but the amount of water is very small. It's a big issue. Because the amount of water that's used is a tiny fraction of what is used by other industries. For example, the SRBC has made it very clear on their materials for a long time that there's a lot less water used with drilling than there is with, for example, golf courses.
It's not consumptive use.
It's not
consumptive use.
Spinners,
second,
just shut up. Just shut up.
It's not consumption.
Really?
Just
shut
it goes
up.
back into the.
We don't
That's
believe your
ridiculous.
crap.
Hello, please.
I'm sorry. This,
I know,
that's
but
bullshit.
Please, I'm from the
I call
south. I'm from the
bullshit.
south.
It
We like
is.
manners. Let's please show some
They were from
manners.
Pennsylvania.
I want to make a second point.
Wow.
The second point is that when you combust methane, you also get water back. And that's another factor that goes into this in terms of the water cycle. And when you say that all this, all this contamination, what you're talking about is obviously the flowback water that comes back over time. And I will point out that I see the companies that we work with are at or near 100% of recycling. I know Tony says industry-wide that's not the case. He may be right in terms of older wells.
That's why we keep permitting new withdrawal sites,
Well,
right?
I know you want to shut me down.
That's
by
why they're
shouting
spreading
over this.
brine in
Why
New
are
York.
you ready to talk?
Please, let's let him speak, please. Yes, a moderator, I'm in control. He gets to finish what he's saying.
I really am.
You're finished? Okay.
Are they spreading brine in New York, Tom?
The solids from the recycling goes to landfills and afterwards we take that out of the brine. And the landfills discharge into the Susquehanna River.
So, Tom, were you finished?
Yes, sir.
And so do the drill cut.
All right. That's the last.
Coke
Sorry,
steel.
can you get to a question, please?
What are, I mean, how do you sleep at night?